Hey, man, we got to talk about the Capitol riots.
Yeah, I think unfortunately that's going to be President Trump's legacy.
Far-right extremists storming the Capitol, that was completely unacceptable.
Yeah, if you were one of them, you're definitely not a conservative.
And we shouldn't lump in, just like the left is trying to lump in all the voters for Trump last November in with that group of people.
Yeah, I mean, when the summer 2020 riots were going on, BLM Antifa destroying property, I didn't think that was all liberals. I mean, I don't know if you did, but I didn't think so.
I didn't. I kept that distinction. And this narrative that they want unity, this is not helping unify. President Joe Biden wants unity. Let's call for actual unity, please.
Dude, because united we stand, divided we fall. We have to be unified. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this subject, I really didn't know that a bunch of the Capitol Hill protesters were a bunch of American Ninja Warrior dropouts. Dude, you gotta work on your grip strength. I hope he's okay, man. You're gonna need some Advil, dude. That was a big fall.
Yeah. But on a serious note, there was a lot of people that were hurt that day. 5 or 6 people have died since then.
Gosh, that's
Thoughts
terrible.
and prayers go out to those people. It's awful what happened. It was an act of insurrection.
It was terrible, and we condemn you. If you're one of those people who did storm the Capitol, Donnie, believe that you should go to jail because we believe in law and order. We are conservatives. We believe in not defunding the police, but funding the police and not beating them and hospitalizing them.
That reminds me, I saw that clip of the guy beating a Capitol police officer with the American flag. That is just
so that's why it's like, okay,
mind-blowing.
There were conservatives there. They were the ones trying to pull them off. Just like the right has those fringe and the left has their fringe, well, you can't lump us all in with those fringe crazies. That's not us. That's not who we are. We believe in peaceful protest.
Yeah, no vandalism. Don't steal the podium of the speaker. Don't sit on your desk and deface anything there.
Or just chant stupid things like whose house, our house. No, it's the American people. And if you're not willing to share with the other side, then we condemn you because this is our country together. And I get bothered when we have these brave media people talking about unity and togetherness, yet they say stupid things like this.
Now what you hear is, well, you can't say that everybody who voted for Trump is like the people who went into the Capitol. Response.
You can't say that what? Everybody's like...
Everybody who voted for Trump is like them.
No, I just explained to you. If you are on that side, you need to think about the side you're on. I'm never on the side of the Klan. I am principal people, conservative or liberal, never on the Klan side. Principal people, conservative or liberal, never on the Nazi side. Principal people who are conservative or liberal, never on the side that treats their fellow Americans as less than, that says that your fellow Americans should not exist, that says your fellow Americans should be in a concentration camp, or that sides with slavery, or sides with any sort of bigotry.
Right, and if they say, I don't agree with those people, I just like Trump's policy.
Well, then get out of the crowd with him. Get out of the crowd with him.
I wasn't in the crowd. I just voted for Trump.
You're in the crowd who voted for Trump. If you voted for Trump, you voted for the person who the Klan supported. You voted for the person who Nazis support. You voted for the person who the alt-right supports.
So Chris Cuomo is playing devil's advocate for conservatives against his buddy Don Lemon?
He's probably that dude who fell and smacked his head. That's Chris Cuomo. That's why
that makes sense.
They're normally schmoozing each other and giving each other softball questions with his buddy. But yeah,
every night on CNN they're together, a split screen. They're hanging out, talking about whatever.
Yeah, it was just I can't believe that we are the side of Nazis and Klansmen and what else were we putting people in concentration camps?
Right. I think people forget about the Nazis or the National Socialist German Workers' Party.
Yeah, most conservatives really hate socialism. We're actually part of the anti-socialism social club. So,
yes.
Yeah, so we got to get more people to get that shirt. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yes.
No, but seriously, how are you going to call for unity and then you say 74 million people are part of the KKK, Nazis, want people in concentration camps? You know, we don't have time to go over it, but I can tell you we are going to make a video down the road talking about we are not the party who wants to put people in concentration camps. If you don't recall, Woodrow Wilson and FDR both did that in their terms. Both Democrats.
Wait, Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah.
Who did he put in?
He did he put the Germans
The
in.
Germans, really?
Yeah.
I knew about the Japanese internment camps in 1944, 45, or
You
whenever
didn't know
that
he
happened.
put Germans in there?
No,
No,
I didn't
he
hear,
d- he
no,
did-
Never heard about that. I wonder why.
Yeah, so it's like, after 9/11, George Bush didn't round up a bunch of Muslims. Like, we don't believe in that. Why do we get blamed for that? And really, the Klan?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I can't wait to unpack that history because, man, you're really not going to like that history. But, boy, do I know that history pretty darn well.
I think that calls for a quick history with Tyler.
Yeah, well, now I'm excited to make something about that because that's bullcrap. Like, why do we get pinned on that? That's not who we are. And, I'm glad we waited to put this video out here because we wanted to let our emotions settle, and we wanted we wanted everything to come out. We wanted to know, was it just conservatives there, or were there other radicals who were pushing for the insurrection?
Yeah, I heard that Antifa might have been involved. I don't really believe that, but I did hear about one person,
Yeah.
John Sullivan.
He was a BLM activist. Ooh, here we go. Here's some evidence of him.
For you to get through. By no means am I there on the Trump side or the MAGA side.
Yeah, I'm just anti-government type. Jade, hold this. Let's that shit up.
If we don't get it, we're gonna burn shit down.
How many people? Let's go. This is ours. Yeah.
This is all built.
I can't believe this is reality. We accomplished this. We did this together. Yeah. Oh, season ours. But it's all fake. My face is not on Instagram. I learned that already. I'm gonna wear a Trump hat. I bought one today. I was wearing a Trump hat at the Trump rally during the daytime. Yeah, I was. Oh yeah, I was just a journalist. But I use that all the time. Yeah, I'm just a journalist. I'm here recording. I got my camera on my shoulder.
So there's an example of a BLM activist that infiltrated the crowd and was causing and stirring commotion there. Why was this not covered by the media?
The media just sweeps it underneath the rug, and that's what problem we have. It's not the watchdog; it's now the lapdog, and so that doesn't help us unify when they're just sweeping things under the rug. Ultimately, it lays at the feet of Trump supporters what happened, but context does matter.
We're not going to forgive anybody that was in there just because one BLM.
Even if
activist
he was
there.
the only one, we're still calling it out and saying, well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't think conservatives were joining in the riots of 2020 and be like,
yeah, they weren't egging that on. Maybe the far right people that we disavow completely.
Doesn't matter, left or right. If it's fringe and it's violent, we absolutely condemn it. And we just have to come together as a nation if we're going to survive. Abraham Lincoln said it best that the only way to destroy America is from within. He is right. And unfortunately, I think it's starting to reap now what we've sown over the past few hundred years.
Right. We need to come together. Liberals out there, please talk to us. Talk to conservatives. We are not the evil people that are portrayed in the media.
That is just not us. We welcome all discourse. We
like
welcome,
to listen.
Yes, outside thoughts are amazing. I mean, let us know in the comments below. Do you agree that the Capitol Hill riots were abhorrent and just terrible? Like, we are so upset about it. It's unacceptable.
And then conservatives going forward, let's not turn this election, this 2020 election, into our own version of Trump-Russia possible collusion.
That's a good song.
Oh, hey, dance party afterwards?
Dance Party.
Yeah.
That's such a funny song. Oh, my gosh.
And also going forward, can we please remove politics from sports and entertainment? I was hanging out with my buddies the other day, and I said, hey, guys, we're having a good time. Do we agree with each other on everything? No. But we can talk about sports. We got the Super Bowl coming up. Go Bucks! They're playing at home for the first time. We got all these cool movies and TV shows coming out this year.
Right.
We're united on these things.
I don't want to see that in my everyday life as well. I mean, we're seeing it, like you said, in sports and movies and entertainment, and it's too much. And we have to find that common ground because, listen, we don't have to see eye to eye to walk hand in hand. We can come together as fellow Americans. You're on my team, I'm on your team. We may not always agree, and that's okay.
Yes, and we need to move on from what happened in the past election and move on from what happened on January 6th.
That's it.
It's a terrible thing.
And it's not the end of the world.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I think we're all getting tired of it. it's the best to move on together as one.
Yeah, but yeah, like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. I want to get to the okay.
Oh,
yeah,
let's
do it.
Dance party.
Yeah, buddy.
Trump, Russian, possible collusion. Trump, Russian, metal collusion. Trump,
Russian, possible collusion.
Trump, Russian, metal collusion.
Trump, Russia, possible collusion.
Trump, Russian, potentially collusion.
Trump, Russia, possible collusion.
Trump, Russian, possible collusion.
Trump, Russian, collusion.
Trump, Russian collusion. Trump, Russia, possible collusion.
Russian hacked our election. Here comes a big change. Because all of a sudden, Trump, Russian, possible collusion. Russian collusion.
Trump, Russian, possible collusion.
Trump, Russian, possible collusion. Trump,
Russians, collusion.
Collusion with the Russians. Trump, Russia, possible collusion. Trump, Russia, possible collusion. Prove collusion. Prove collusion.
Was there collusion?
Absolutely.
Trump, Russia, possible collusion. 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 Trump, Russia, potential collusion. Trump, Russia, potential collusion.
And the Kremlin and be in collusion with Putin and the Kremlin and be in collusion.